we're heading up to Perry today. Got young Das trekking with us. So weather today has been the mongrel. It's pretty sweet up here, but we're heading about an hour and a half away up to Mount Perry, and yesterday it was definitely on and off showers and that sort of thing, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Weather component makes everything slippery, bit unsafe on the horses and that sort of thing, so that's why we bring the young fella to send him down in the sticky situations. But also got my good mate Benny Taylor coming up. We're going to do a bit of pigging tonight. We're going to camp up at the Slab Hut tonight, up in the Perry, which should be fun. And we'll grab these dogs out and we'll get going for the day. Got to feed some cattle this morning. Before we get going, grab a horse and a bull out at South Glen, pick up Das, meet Benny, keep peeling out, and then more or less from there we're going to go to Reeds Creek, start mustering out there. Then we've got to brand, wean some calves, and then that'll be the day, so we'll get into it. So this pup here, Gypsy dog, this is her fourth litter. So I bought this pup, well got given this pup actually. She's like maybe 5-year-old there, 4 or 5-year-old now. But the dogs that are behind her are literally nearly all of her progeny. So out of her first litter we had Fox, second litter we had Taz, Red and Tan bits there, and then the last litter we had Sam and Iggy, and so they were by Ringo. And so she's in pup again to Ringo. So big whale over here. We'll have pups in probably the next 2 weeks. As you can see, they're pretty pups, so they sell pretty easy. So if anyone's keen on pups, you know, like and subscribe and I'll get you one. Yep. Boys at Bundy Mazda have hooked us up with a ute for the week. They said, Tom, we need to push the boundaries of this ute. You're the man on the job. I said, mate, bloody ho. So we've got BT50 here. We're going to put it through its paces this week. Started off with the dogs in the back, swags in the back. That's just the start, don't worry. So we'll throw the horse on the back, horses in it, quad on the back, should be decked out. But yeah, heading to the hills with it. We'll put it through its paces, which should be good. Yeah, best part about working cattle is rain, hail or shine, you still got to feed them, still got to look after them. So yeah, the joys of cattle, the joys of weather, the joys of shit in your face. Alrighty team, so we're going to peel out now, jump in the tilly. Dad's taking my ute. I'm going to meet Das at South Glen, grab him and his horse. Benny's going to be there too, so we're meeting up and heading out. South Glen's about 30 minutes out of here. But we'll peel out, gears in, let's rock and roll. Always come to Moylan, some dog food, bloody fencing gear, supplements for cattle, horses, the whole work. So always come here, got gear galore, as you can see, hay, fencing gear, bloody potatoes, whatever you want, mate, you'll find it here. So what trisulfan is a product that we use it's a numbing agent for the calves. So when you dehorn and castrate, obviously get a bit surgical there. And so with that being the case, a numbing agent, just like us humans going to the hospital and getting a surgery done, same process. A little bit quicker, but it's the same process. The numbing agent, cut that out, I think it lasts about 48 hours or so, give or take, roughly. And so that's plenty of time for cuts to heal up. Be sweet, calf is happy days, back on mum, as if as if nothing even happened. So that's trisulfan. We're just going to drop this ramp down, throw the quad bike on, load up some horses. Got Darcy's horse, got a spare horse from Mount Perry. Then we've got a Mickey that we're going to jam out at Drummers Creek. So the bull out there, he's been going bush. He's been going in the neighbour's place, he's been going on the road. So he's not doing his job, he's not rooting. So we're going to put him out in another paddock. Hopefully the females out there take his attraction a little bit more. And so we're going to put a young bull up at Drummers Creek. So we just got some Mickeys down here. Dad got them in whilst on the way out here. So these are all our 2-year-old stuff. Not grain prepped or nothing. They're all just pastures. So they're a bit. They're not going to be filled out to their max, but they're ready to go. So we're going to get them up, draft one off to send to the Perry, load up the horse, load up the Mickey, then we'll be out of here. So I just drafted out this one bull, just grabbed him. He's probably the pick out of these fellas. So the rest of these are just going to get pushed back out into the mango tree paddock. Load this fella up. Look at that, bloody nice and quiet, mate. I tell you, want him. Job one for the morning, all done. All sorted, horses around. Gas has only got up me once, so things are looking up. So that stallion that we seen at Boylan's, that still shot Silverthorn, Cool Hand Luke, that's the gelding by him there. So. We're just rolling into the hilly country now. Dogs are currently getting hampered by the rain. It's not looking good because, yeah, it's wet hole. Obviously, wet underfoot for the vehicles, wet underfoot for the horses, the dogs, the cattle. So everything becomes a bit more risky. Doing all this sort of thing. You know, then we start doing yard work and that sort of stuff, jumping up timber and steel rails and that sort of thing. Yeah, everything just becomes a bit more uneasy, especially having little Das here. You know, he's only 12-year-old. He's only a kid, so got to look after him. Also Benny, I think he's only done a little bit of cattle work. So yeah, the plan was to put him in some sticky situations, but we might hold on though. A lovely day for it. So just rocked in the Drummers Creek, throw this horse float on the big Mazda boat 15, and then we'll get him out the road. Dad will come up in the truck, reverse him onto the cattle ramp here, throw the Mickey off, load these horses up, and then we're going to cut a couple of head out of here. This mad cow busted out of the yards and went back in there, so we're going to bring them back in, draft them up, and then push them each way. So it's going to draft off a bull and 2 cows out of this mob to take to other country, and yeah, they're a bit saucy this morning. Must have had a bad night in the rain. So anyway, we'll go steady.
Yeah, wait there, let me get rid of this over its ears, you put that part over its ears, put that bit in, and that's how you steer the horse.
We're just grabbing some halters out of the vehicle to catch the horses here, so we can lead them up and put them onto the truck for a start.
For now, with what we're doing, we'll just push these cows back out and load the horses up. Grace is keen to get going, I suppose. load these horses up, draft these cattle off, and then we'll peel out. If the weather holds off how it is now, we will continue to go to Reeds Creek. Just with it's not undercover where we brand these cattle, so we'll go out there at this point in time. But if it keeps raining, we might go to a different block, or we don't need to be undercover. So. So this bull's just dicking around coming back here. Ideally I want to send him with the cows, just because this is a new paddock for him. He's never been away. Yeah, we really want to send him with these cows, because if he starts going over here, like there's literally a grid just here, could just like jump straight across. He's looking at having a sniff before, so we don't want that. New bull, new paddock just jumps back out in the road like the other bastard was doing. So might dick around here, try and get him going. Really need to get him back up the hills where these cows went. He was having a sniff, he was going that way, but he's turned back, and yeah, so we'll see what we can do here. Might be a bit too much dicking around, trying to get a few dogs. We really need a horse here to just push him back out. So if we dick around too much, just me on foot and the dogs, I can guarantee you he'll go to a fence. So it just sort of poked off then, a bit steadier, he's not as high headed then. It's all fresh food, so you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, I think we'll leave him, and fingers crossed. So. Rolled into the little Slab Hut here. Weather's still coming in, so it's going to rip the gear inside here. Swags in, bags in, try and keep some gear dry somewhat. Might give her a little bit of sweep up, little ruzz up. She's wouldn't have been used for a while, this old darling, so might get Benny on the broom. I don't think he's done any of that sort of thing in his life. So alright, we're going to do a little crib run through. MTV, come with me. So I just like to keep it airy. Front doors always open. Dartboard for guests. So you actually have to hit a bloody bullseye before you enter. So I've already hit mine twice this morning, just a little flex. Rolling in, we've got a fireplace, keep us warm because the windows are constantly open. Elmo, that's why he's there. We've got the double bunk. So we'll send Das on top because we don't know how stable this thing is. Benny will be on the bottom because he likes being on the bottom. Shout out Ben. We step into the, well, it's not really anything else different, it's sort of just another room. Little ruzz up, little bloody steel looking thing. Sink, so if we need any water, we'll just flip that bad boy up the other way. We'll be laughing. Das has found a nice seat there, so when he gets naughty in the yards, we'll just send him back in here and send him to look at the corner. Righto, so we're going to peel around back up to the yards, just unload all this gear. Rain's starting to settle in, a bit annoying, but anyway, this is what we're going to deal with. So Benny's just taking the ute round, we'll rip that bike off, quads off, horses are out, just got to saddle Dad's horse, and then we'll be sweet to go. So just going to muster this paddock here to start with, which is just a pasture paddock. A couple 100 acres, there's about 40 odd head in here, and 2 bulls. One of them bulls is my bull, unfortunately. He hurt his willy, he hurt his pizzle, it's all swollen at the end of it, so we're actually going to have to cull him, and so that bull that we brought from Drummers Creek, he'll be going out here now. So go get them in. This paddock's pretty much just rectangle, it widens up at the end of it, but mostly open. there's a little creek that runs through a section of it. Cattle do dick around there, but we've actually cut a new track with the dozer, which is handy. We'll see that, and then yeah, hunt them up to the yards, start processing them, or we might go out and do the back paddock as well. We'll just see how we're going, see what this weather's doing. It's pretty unpredictable at this time, as I can literally see right now. The hills that are out there are literally just disappearing. So if the weather clears up, hopefully, we'll continue mustering, we'll brand and everything else. Then if the weather turns to shit and stuff sort of not really looking too mustering happy, well, we'll still muster and we'll still get it all done, because that's what we do. So rain, hail, shine, baby, dust. We're going to get wet, brother.
Yeah, I think so. Nah, we're gonna stay dry.
Yeah, a bit of wishful thinking. Like we got a fair mob here in front of us. One cow did take off, but I'm pretty sure the dog brought it back. The boys will be just up the top of that hill there, having a look down, making sure we got everything. So I'll just hunt this mob around and take them around this creek. Some do tend to pull up, so I'll just keep an eye out whilst we're going. But yeah, we'll just take them steady around into the creek and out, and we'll poke along that top fence line. That top corner. Few pig diggings here. Steady, Duff.
We're going back down the fence.
Yep, all good, mate. Yep. Whoa! Hey! Busy butt! Busy butt! Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Busy butt! Ringo, go back! Steady! Whoa! Keep coming around here, Dust! Around here, mate! Whoa! Hey! Who's your hey? Who's your hey? Who's your hey? Who's your hey? Go, Dust, right at him, mate. Whoa! Brrr. Hey? Hey! Righto! Taz! Taz! Here, come behind! Ringo, get behind. Ringo! Right, block him up. Block him up. Turn. Go, boy, go. Whoa. Hey. Here. We're just holding these cows here for a little second, just so they can calm down a bit. Then we're going to send them across this creek. It is quite deep, but yeah, they should be right. Sam! Hey, Ringo! gonna keep going up to the left. We're the boys in the bush and we're back in town. We get high when the sun goes down. Benny Taylor's on the fucking job, boys! Yeah! Steady! Steady! Iggy! Benny, keep going up to your left. Sort of near the front to slow him down. Steady! Righto, so just at the end there, little calf ducked off. The dogs had a little bit of a chew and brought it back, thankfully. And it's called me mum, so when they're that young and there's all these dogs around, they look for the nearest thing, and so this thing obviously looks like a cow from down that height, so called me mum, and so I just brought her up and then back into the mob. So we split off there before, so we're just doing swooping different countries. So I went with Dad and Ben went together. So more or less we're just trying to cover everything. So cattle, they hang in different spots of the paddock, which we sort of know. We've been here for 30 odd years, so we're going to know where they're sort of going to hang. So we swoop the country accordingly, pick them up, and we're going to bring them around. We brought them around the creek, around the creek there, and so there's some sticky spots there. When the country gets thick, when there's a lot of trees and that sort of thing, cattle will pull up, they'll play on it. They don't want to come to the yards at the end of the day, so they'll do everything in their power not to get here. As you've seen, cow took off me, I had to wheel her back. I was bringing her back to the mob, and then Das comes shooting back to me again. Another one trying to piss off, and I looked over, Dad's going everywhere trying to keep the mob together. So it's a bit of mayhem there. Dad'll start drafting these up. He's going to draft the cows off the calves. And then Das, Benny and I, we're going to punch out the back here, go muster the back block. Again, chasing around that 40 head, couple of bulls. And then, so more or less, a bit bigger paddock, a lot more room for these cattle to piss off. So we'll split up, go around each side, and then more or less the cattle come straight up the guts. And it'll come up through a bit of a hollow there, and then they'll drop into the creek up along the same fence line that we're on before, and shoot them into this into the laneway and bring them up. And then hopefully by then, Dad will have these drafted up. He should have it done by the time we're back, which should be nice and handy. But we'll head off here now, and the old fella will draft up. We'll go get another mob.